Ding wiegt bestimmt so, ich würde sagen 5 Tonnen.
One would hope to, right, the odds are pretty good. So express my deep and sincere equipment here in Europe in order to do.
Sie sind mir alle dabei, stets mit großer Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, für alle, die unsere Stadt noch näher kennenlernen, please take part in social, public and cultural life.
Our mission without the support of the local community and without the support of the citizens of Dülmen, and we look forward to a trusting and fruitful partnership in that in the future. And thank you, Mayor, for being here today with us.
Any questions?
What is necessary to establish this warehouse for the U.S. Army exactly now?
Yes, thanks. So really 2 questions, right? One is location and one is timing, I think. So the first question, location, it really is, it's a wonderful facility, right? So it provides us everything we need. This equipment is Army pre-positioned stock. It's war reserves. So in case of a conflict, in case of a war, we have equipment pre-positioned. We say speed matters because we have to have a timely response because we fear that if we don't have a timely response, we won't be able to prevent war. It's about preventing war. Our chaplain said earlier, nobody prays for peace more than a soldier. And there's a lot of truth to that. So having equipment pre-positioned in Europe helps us respond faster in a deterrent way, in a preventative way. And these facilities, because it's war reserves, we don't intend to use it, right? We hope never to use it. And so we need facilities such as this that give us good storage out of the weather so that the equipment stays healthy. And so these facilities were used in a similar fashion for the British forces. They were still in great shape. And so that's the location piece. In Europe, inside storage for long-term storage for equipment you hope never to use. And then the timing is about our alliance's decision at the Wales Summit just this past year when our alliance met and decided that they were going to shift from assurance to deterrence. And so in 2014, after Russia illegally annexed Crimea, we began assurance operations across NATO. The U.S. was only part of it. And we assured each other. Assurance was aimed at our allies. So we were assuring each other that we would be there when we needed it, right? Our alliance would remain strong. At the Wales, that came out of the Wales Summit. And at the Warsaw Summit, NATO, our political masters, decided that we were going to shift our focus to deterrent operations to prevent conflict with any adversaries, to include Russia, right? To deter aggression, to prevent conflict. And that's why the timing, because of this shift in 2014, 2015, 2016, assurance, 2017, 2018, 2019, deterrence. And so that's the timing piece.
Any other questions for the group? Yes.
Oh, how far have we progressed? We're on the front end. We've just started. Most of the equipment you see here is just the beginning. It's a 3-year plan. So 2017, we're just starting. And there'll be equipment that represents units, not units, but the equipment in 2018 and 2019. So we are right on the front end, probably 10%, right? On staffing, probably 30%, but just on the front end.
Rod Honeycutt, Commander 405th AFSB. So the opening of Dülmen, Germany APS-2 site marks the second of 3 APS sites opening up in Europe. It is a great combination of the Army Material Command and they're enabling the United States Army Europe in their deterrence and defend mission. It shows the fabric of alliance and our ability for the Army Material Command to deliver immediate readiness to the battlefield if necessary.
You talk about readiness, how does that tie into speed of assembly? Are they interoperable, so to speak, or what?
So the speed of assembly, our ability to pre-position Army material stocks at our locations cuts the speed of assembly time down by the number of days it takes to transition the ocean. See, the equipment's here and are ready to fight tonight capacity. We're ready to issue forward as necessary for the warfighter as he falls in on the equipment and prepares for battle.
Is there anything else you want to say about the role that the 405th or AMC does for not only Army Europe, but the Army in general?
So synchronizing and integrating sustainment to the tactical point of need of where the warfighters out on the battlefield as quickly as possible is our main mission.
So how important is it, going to, we had Eigelschov, now we have Dülmen. How important is it going into these communities working with our German partners and stuff like this?
The ability to open these sites into 3 countries shows that we are part of the fabric of the alliance. It allows us to go in and be a part of the local community, bring the local community into our workforce. It's their economy growing as we bring in local nationals and contractors to work on the equipment at the locations.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say about the good job that your the command's doing or anything like that?
So just the ability to synchronize and integrate immediate combat readiness anywhere on the battlefield is what our job does, and we're proud to do every day. Allows us to demonstrate our part of being in the fabric of NATO. Currently, we have Army pre-position stocks in Livorno, Italy, Dülmen, Germany, Eygelshoven, Netherlands, and soon to be in Zoetendaal, Belgium. Those sites allow us to enable the alliance to assure and deter and provide a credible deterrence at a moment's notice for the Army Material Command to deliver immediate readiness forward on the battlefield for the warfighter to use. We didn't have interoperability where we can bring in and train with a nation with the equipment from the APS stocks, bringing equipment and soldiers from CONUS forward to link up with the equipment we already have pre-positioned in a combined live fire type training environment.
So let's talk about Dülmen in particular. Let's start again. What exactly happened here today, and then talk about some of the stuff in a general term, what's going to be stored here in Dülmen.
Okay. So May 10th will forever mark the opening of the APS-2 site in Dülmen, Germany. Dülmen, Germany, APS-2 site will consist of a fires brigade and a C2 mission command for division headquarters to allow command and control of forces as they operate inside of Europe or any contingency operation. Specifically, there's 400 pieces of equipment here, and it will reach maximum capacity or our fully operational capacity on about 1 September, and at that time we'll be ready to issue equipment as a warfighter or providing options to our leadership as they deem necessary to employ.
And then lastly, the future of APS within Europe, the European theater.
So currently we have 5 APS sites inside of Europe. By 2020 we'll grow to a 6th site that the department and our leadership is working on inside of Poland, Poland, and we are just now starting to resource the equipment for that 6th site.
All right. Is there anything else at all you want to answer, or anything? It doesn't matter.
The Army pre-position stock is the 3rd leg of the strategic mobility triad with sea, air, and now our land equipment positioned forward allows us to have a credible deterrence and to deploy forward much quicker and provide that strategic, credible deterrence.